Welcome to episode 24 of Tim Turi, that is me, and Dan Tack, that is him, and Ben Hanson, wiggling my right analog
Time to have some fun again on this goddamn
your
show.
hands are so cold and lifeless.
Wow, that's real Nito.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Jeff Marchiafava was just on. He sets a high bar, but people have wanted you back, Ben.
Some people. I'm sorry to the people who don't want me back. I'll be less
Welcome back,
obnoxious this time.
Mr. Hansen.
I've learned many lessons. I've gone on some trials and tribulations. I've hiked Everest, and now I'm back to impart some wisdom.
You did make it to Everest. Good. What the hell?
Welcome back, Mr. Hansen.
Thank you, Dan Tack. What have I missed? Tell me all about this.
Nothing.
You don't have the dumb boar's head on anymore.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
Are you still fighting the gargoyles?
We, in our minds, we are still fighting the gargoyles. Yes.
What's that arrow? That yellow arrow in the upper left? That's
I got a stamina boost or a quick load boost?
That's where your buffs and stuff are displayed.
Mm-hmm. This is the most cinematic part of Dark Souls. This section here, right?
Yeah, this is actually really cinematic. This is an art piece. This is art house right here.
This is an art installation.
Yeah.
Speaking of installation, do you guys have that DS fix that everyone was screaming about?
We do. We've had it on. Yeah.
So this is 1080 now.
Tim's going right to Soda Sopa.
You know what? If that message had shown up a second earlier, I would have stopped and thought, "Oh, Tomb of Giants, I need my lantern now."
Well, we started off in a true Dark Souls fashion.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're totally fine.
We're fine here.
We're heading to Soda Sopa, the hottest new place in the city.
Do you know how long it's been since I've been on this Chronicles? We went to Japan and spent time with Miyazaki
We
since
sure did.
then.
We've talked about Miyazaki.
That's true.
On this.
Oh, good.
We've actually
frequently.
By now, we've completed our entire month of online content, and this is just the straggler.
This one little
that
thing
lives on. And honestly, gonna say it, one of my favorite things that we've done this entire month around Dark Souls.
Yeah?
It's great to get in here and play the game with someone who's never seen it, even though I've spoiled the entire experience for him.
What's been the highlight so far?
Dan, stop taking those. Stop taking those damn comments to heart. I've been having such a great time. You haven't spoiled anything.
Well, let's get into Dan Tack's comment reading.
Boy, here we
because you can find the darkest recesses of the internet. It's like you have just this brain that will find it and then take it all to heart. You're a very sensitive soul when it comes to the internet.
You're like
I'm
those
totally
diseased mice that go up to cats.
I'm totally not sensitive to that. Just because I bring it
Seek
up
out-
and talk about it does not mean I'm sensitive to it.
and then like the diseased mouse asks for the cat's hand in marriage.
That's right.
That's what you are, Dan Tack.
Well, I'm the diseased mouse?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
don't put it that way.
You could be the cat that is just in matrimony with the diseased mouse.
Okay.
Hang on. Stop.
You know what, Hanson?
What do you want?
What?
the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't like
It's
those
a disembodied floating head.
Oh my god.
Not into them. I actually can't permanently kill anything down here because I don't have like a holy weapon,
Okay.
including that guy.
Do you have a diver?
No. I have
A holy diver?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
Deep cuts.
I don't even think that's a deep cut. That's a mild cut.
Oh god! They figured out how to climb ladders.
I know, right?
The undead.
Yeah.
What is he
Excuse me.
doing?
I'm sorry. Excuse
He's
me.
going up, we're going down.
What a masterpiece of a game.
Crap. What are you? You're losing it. Ben's just immediately losing it.
Because
Oh.
you're sliding down
I
through
love
Come on,
skeletons.
Ben. This is a boring
I absolutely
area.
love having Hansen on this show.
I'm gonna
God.
get past
Let me
these.
tell you.
Is it
They're wheels that have skeletons that use them, and they have spikes on them, and they grind against you.
I'll tell you what, having Hansen on here is pretty good.
Is it as boring as these textures?
It's like propane. Oh my god, really?
Sorry.
How
Yeah.
dare you?
Why don't we just get your super realistic graphics ultra mode thing in here, Hansen?
Yeah, that's all I accept in my games.
Ultra mode.
I hear you.
Can you build a chariot out of these wheels?
can.
Like
That's in-
Banjo-Kazooie?
That's in the next one.
they're
That's
gonna
called,
build a chariot out of my
That's
corpse.
called Dark Souls Builder. It's like Minecraft with Dark Souls.
No, it's Dark Souls Nuts and Bolts. I think
Yep, that's the one.
is what you're thinking
Nuts
of.
and
Yeah.
lightning bolts.
I swear to God, if Slashy Souls is a Musu game, I'm going to just cry.
Oh, we talked all about it. It's
I know
happening.
we talked about it.
Slashy Souls.
That's I mean, they
Especially
trademarked
if like From Software is done with Dark Souls, then Namco's just trying to like, gotta make some hot
it. We
cash.
don't know that. We don't know that at
We
all.
don't know that. I would put money on it.
The moment that their relationship with From Software ends, if that ever happened, it's just
Right.
immediately a mobile game.
Oh my God! Don't
It's just
say that.
It's just a slot machine.
I'm not saying it isn't true, but don't say it.
Muso Mobile.
No, I don't think they can do that. They'll go both routes.
All right, here's what's up. I'm gonna go get my lantern, guys.
Lay it down, Tim.
All right, here's what's
I'm
up.
gonna go get my lantern and equip
Here's
it to my
what's up.
person. Hold on, I gotta go over here.
Now I understand why you're so focused on how bright the darkness is in Dark Souls 3, Dan. Seeing how dark this is, I haven't really seen stuff
Well, this
this
is
dark yet.
this is a deliberately dark. Like, you're not supposed to be through this area without a light source.
Is my lantern in
Right.
my items?
Okay.
It's an equipable item, Tim. So not in your consumables tab.
You try the dung pie?
So like you have to put it in your offhand.
Oh, okay. Put it in here, maybe.
That's right.
Give it a lot
the
of
dung pie is
stuff.
pretty good stuff.
Dung
We've
pie.
accumulated quite a collection.
Look, it's like a bishop hat. This game's weird, Dan. What are you making me play?
I'm not making you play anything.
There's a question,
No,
Tim.
I think you are.
Are you enjoying this game so far?
I like Dark Souls a lot. No one's ever asked me that yet in this entire time. I guess I've been very upfront about how much I enjoy it.
I don't ask that because I just assume.
Yeah, I'm having a great time with it.
The smile on his face is just like the Joker at the end of Batman 1989 when he's dead. That's what Tim's face looks like right now.
And Ben's face looks like the face of this skeleton man.
Yeah. And Dan's face looks like the rock wall in the background.
You know it.
No, but would you say you're enjoying this more than Dark Souls 2? Can you feel the difference that everybody always talks about?
Dark Souls 2 is tough. It's tough to put that in perspective because
There's Dan's face.
it's Ben's face again.
What's what?
It's tough to put it in perspective because Dark Souls 2 was my first From Software Souls game, and I think that you have to get some distance between them. I think before you can start to compare them that way. At least in my mind.
Right.
Whee! Okay, very good.
That was kind of creepy.
It happens a
creepier
lot
than
in this
two giants.
office.
Yeah.
Ben and I are not even startled anymore when we finish each other's.
Sentences?
Sentences?
Ben was supposed to finish that one, but he didn't, so.
Sorry. I'm not on the ball. Yeah, we've become a hive mind, Dan. Soon you'll be assimilated.
No,
We are
I don't
Legion.
think that'll happen.
Except you're the part of the hive mind that just goes, not going to talk about it. Which is the most crucial part of a hive mind, if you ask me.
I am unwilling to be absorbed by the hive mind.
You're like our Jiminy Cricket, trying to tell us don't do that.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
Jeez. How did we miss you on this show?
I don't know.
Wait, these guys can actually take a couple hits now.
Oh, they're giant skeletons.
That doesn't mean anything.
It'd be so hard to stab a skeleton.
You think so?
Yeah. What do you aim for? The eye
Whoa.
socket?
How's it going?
Good day. You look reasonably sane.
These guys got good spirits for being down here.
He needs to keep it down a little bit. Oh, Christ. Can't he see you're having a conversation?
I don't.
He does not care.
Wow.
Is he gone forever now?
If he died, he might be, yeah.
That's the best.
All because
Where
of
did
that giant I couldn't kill? Okay. Good day. You look reasonably sane. Smash. Whack. Ah!
What that
That's
thing behind
really
you
weird.
doesn't.
I don't think I've ever done this area with patches down.
His name's Patches?
Maybe.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Oh, wait. What? Was that him?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make any damn sense.
By the way, my name's Patches.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Is this the first time something like this has happened?
No, there's all kinds of different interactions with different characters. We've skipped. No, okay, we haven't skipped. We have failed to discover many of the cool NPCs and interactions we can have.
Okay.
with them.
Are they ever like story
Are they
dicky
ever
like
hostile?
that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's the first time something like that's happened.
Okay.
Where it's integrated into a cutscene like that.
Right.
What,
Are you
a dick.
Are you glowing?
I have a
Oh,
lantern.
that's your lantern. Okay. Got it.
Ooh, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. That's good stuff.
Dan, what are you going to be for Halloween this year?
I don't know. It's a whole to do.
Give me one option.
Oh God. Dark Souls.
You're just going to
There
be
you
the
go.
concept of Dark Souls?
No, it'll be the
Are you
Dark
gonna-
Souls. The Dark Souls night.
Are you going to have like a giant box around yourself? Like you're going to go as the game case?
I'm gonna go as Ben Hanson.
That's a really good idea. I have just the wardrobe for you.
All right,
I love it when
excellent.
people go as people that they know.
Yeah.
It is good. It's a
That's
good
fun
idea.
stuff, huh?
One time when I was in high school, because I did go to high school, you guys.
Did you?
Yeah, we had.
Tell me about it.
Oh, it was a great time. I love high school. It was in a town called New London in
New
Minnesota.
Londo.
New Londo Ruins?
I told you, didn't I tell you?
He did.
I was talking. There's a place called New Londo, and I was talking about where you were born.
Oh yeah. Come on by, everybody.
This explains so much.
That I was born in New Londo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at New Londo High, there was like this whole skit in front of the gymnasium. I don't forget what the occasion was, like homecoming or something, where like girls in our grade dressed up as some of the guys, just like 10 of them, and then they had a little skit. And for some reason, I was one of the guys that this wonderful lady named Carrie Barber dressed up as. And it was really annoying to see somebody portray yourself and just completely blow it. Where she's like wearing like my Bad Astronaut t-shirt, which is a band. And then like I used to have this notebook that I'd carry around that I'd write down like ideas that I thought were good ideas.
Sounds
for
like you have not changed even a
No, it
little
doesn't
bit.
really.
Well, I've really evolved a lot.
You use a
I-
phone to write down your notes now.
That's right, and I regularly listen to Bad Astronaut. But
All right,
anyways,
yeah,
like
fair enough.
in this little skit, she like jumped up and like interrupted somebody's sentence and was like, "Oh, technically, if you fly this bird this distance," and was like taking notes, and she was making it seem like a math thing.
Yeah, you're not a math nerd.
No, I'm the
you'd
opposite of
probably
a math
run
nerd.
in the opposite direction of math.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And so I said, "There's no truth in this art."
And you stood up and yelled that.
Yeah, exactly. Dan, what was your high school like?
He went to Anne Orlando.
Was not like that.
Anne Orlando High. He went to Dark Souls University.
Right. And Tim, you went to Blyton?
Yeah, I was part of the Blyton Plague Monsters.
Go Plague Monsters!
Go Plague Monsters.
Jeez.
What is going on?
Back to hell.
I'm so lost in both the conversation and the game.
Do I go down here to the death pit? Oh, Jesus H.
It doesn't seem like a great idea right now.
Whoa, what the hell?
So, did we learn that maybe that giant skeleton was trying to help you by killing that man?
That's the secret plot going on here, yeah.
So, try and
You got
befriend these
it.
guys.
You have figured it out, Mr. Hansen.
It's like Undertale. You got to find a way to court them. Right,
Oh,
Dan?
Undertale is such an amazing game.
There we go. You heard it
Better
here
than Dark
first.
Souls?
Great question.
It's comparing apples and oranges, right?
But better than Dark Souls 2, Scholars of the First Sin Edition?
I still have not played through Scholars of the First Sin.
You haven't even encountered your first sin yet
Oh,
in life.
Scholars of the White Zin.
I don't know about that.
I found a large divine ember.
You did,
Probably
cool.
not for me still.
We can make some cool divine weapons.
Dan, what was your first sin?
Good.
I don't know.
Being born. The original sin. Are you kidding?
The original sin.
I
is
mean, don't you read?
I think the original sin was your parents grinded nasties.
I guess so. Sure, we'll do that.
Ben.
Probably should have found a bonfire in the tomb. That would have helped.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
I'm not going to tell you. You know, you should just look around
You
for it.
probably should have found a bond. You don't think I was
No,
looking for one?
Everyone says like I'm ruining the game by telling you where to go, and you're not
No,
looking at things right
and
in front of you.
I'm telling you.
Hey, and I'm picking up on that. I'm saying like Tim can find things.
Well, look, I can do
He
that.
has the ability to look around and find things.
Tim, do you want me just to remind you to find a bonfire in every new area you go to? Would that help?
yeah, no, I mean, it's
Skeleton
going to change the way I
just
play.
Yeah.
I was looking just nonstop. All I wanted was a bonfire.
Yeah.
And my birthday's coming up. Just want to say,
Can I
give me a bonfire.
For your birthday?
can I put it in your car?
You want to start my car on fire for my birthday?
It's a car bonfire.
Car bonfire.
Yes, Ben.
And I
that's
don't think
fine.
I don't think I've
Thank
had a
you.
car
That's-
bonfire since college.
Yeah, drop those back. You get you put it on chopsticks over the top of it and bang the table.
Yeah.
And then your car starts on fire.
It's gonna be bonkars.
What is that? Yeah, bonkers instead.
No.
Bonkers bad for a day. Bombcars bad for a day.
More like a bridge too short.
I was thinking more of that cop cat bonkers. My favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite cop cat outside of Last Action Hero, which has the second best cop cat.
Cop cat.
I forgot about that.
What's
Oh,
your
I forgot about Cat. Stupid. It's stupid.
Oh my god.
Analyze cat?
That's the sequel to Analyze Fish, right?
Analyze
Yeah.
kit, I think.
Oh my god. All right.
Is that a boss up there?
Nah.
That's a Titanite demon or some sort of
Titanite.
The prowling demon. He drops Titanite, so he's going by both names.
This is great.
This
How
is
are you
right
even
here.
attack? Are you kicking him?
He's just sort of meandering on the ladder.
God, I would hate to have a skeleton climbing up a ladder that I was going down. I'm
Yeah,
already scared of
It's
going
just so
down ladders.
awkward, you know?
Absolutely.
Socially.
Yeah. We have that encounter every day on the Game Informer staircase.
Ladder.
We do.
I'm sorry,
We have these
the
skeleton
game
wheels
ladder.
here too. Those are always
It's
a part
true.
of it.
They're in the parking lot.
Those are actually a big part of the GI experience.
Yeah, I've never seen the parking pass actually on the skeleton
Actually,
wheel.
you know what? As far as like Dark Souls stuff to create, you could totally make a big ass wheel and just put a skeleton in it with spikes on it and just like put it up.
A skeleton wheel would actually be a pretty awesome costume.
Or yeah,
we go.
honestly, it's not bad, and you got your Halloween figured out there, bud.
Just go on Craigslist and find
go.
a giant old wheel.
Yeah, that's definitely what I want to go to Craigslist to buy.
Yeah. Oh, and then
Looking for a giant old wheel.
you should
Oh,
also-
this fake skeleton looks great on this. Oh yeah, fake. Sure.
Yeah,
Come in my basement,
that's about right. Yeah.
I see you've done Halloween before.
and that's the subtitle for the Craigslist movie.
Oh no! Don't
Oh,
spoil that.
Unfriended, the Craigslist movie.
Unfriended.
I mean, that's
yeah,
a Facebook
I know.
movie.
I want to see that.
Who was talking
actually.
about that the other day? Shay. I
Shay.
watched it on based on that recommendation. It was god awful.
Well,
Do not
I
waste
think
your time.
I think that
What is it?
I'm interested in a movie, like a horror movie that like blends like current technology and like is a commentary on like, hey, this is what would be spooky with our technology.
Oh, okay. Kind of like Chef.
Yeah.
Down here, you think?
I don't know. Man, this is a crazy zone.
Dan, do you know?
I have no idea.
Is that guy gonna screw us over again?
I think he only does it once. But
Okay.
he might have to
Hang on, that guy's pretty
move
peaceful.
him down. Yeah, he's totally peaceful.
His jaw is dropped. He's so
He's
impressed
ready
by
to
your
kill Patches
armor.
again.
He must be so jealous of armor. Why don't skeletons put on armor?
Some do. We were fighting
Some
those.
do. There's armored skeletons.
Some go, some blow.
So anyway, Tim, I was saying, yeah, it's like a found footage, film, and obviously without spoilers, there's a lot of Facebook and Skype involved.
And I like that. I like the idea that like, hey, it's like, remember when
Yeah, I think it could work. I don't think it did.
was cellular? What was the first like horror movie that revolved around cell phones and stuff like that?
Cellular? Is that a thing? Oh, there was
Might have been cellular.
Where's
there
that one?
there was
where-
that King book that became Pulse. Might
Pulse
be the one.
is. I think
Was that cellular?
it might have been.
What about the one where if you die in the game, you die in real life or whatever?
Stay Alive.
Stay Alive.
Stay Alive.
We have a Game Informer cover. I saw it.
I watched that movie specifically for the Game Informer reference.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
I only watch movies for the Game Informer reference.
And you know
so
what?
that
I
I've
don't
only
hate
seen-
that one because that's a bad horror movie that actually knows it's a bad horror movie, and that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've only seen Grandma's Boy. Is that what you're gonna say?
I've only seen Grandma's Boy and Reign Over Me and the cutscenes of Metal Gear Solid 3. This is the only media I've ever
Okay.
consumed. I'm looking away from this Dark Souls television.
I'm gonna go down here again.
So you want like death threats over Snapchat and stuff? So it's like, I swear he texted it to me, but it disappeared.
No, it's like it's
Snapchat.
a traditional found footage film within the context of as Tim's as social media technology.
A lot of them will be like group chatting or something like that, and then something starts happening on one end, but they also incorporate like digital artifacting to like tear people
Yep.
apart, kind of, and like
which has been a sort of a classic concept.
especially on the internet. Just like I feel like I've seen a lot of just like have you seen like some promotional stuff for like Soma? It'll show like some of the key art is like a character's face being kind of torn apart by digital artifacting,
Right.
and it's creepy looking.
And so something like that happening in real life?
Yeah, it's
Or like
no, just
in
it's
live
just-
action, I mean?
I haven't seen Unfriended, so I think it's just
Yep.
an effect to emphasize the horror. Think about it as like a new modern version of someone putting a candle under their face to make their like campfire ghost stories face, like make it look spooky.
Campfire Ghost Stories sing this song.
Booyah, booyah. Wait, I'm here again, and this is where I didn't need to be. Oh, this place.
Yeah, judging from what happened there's no reason you need to go there ever again. I would certainly think.
Well, this is frustrating. I just ended up in the same area again, but I got the weird blacksmith item that I don't need.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we're not going to use it. Well, we could use it. It's up to you.
Dan, you need to guide us.
No.
This is maybe one of the most confusing areas I've experienced in the game so far.
But you've made it through it admirably. Like Catacombs is done with. So we're in Tomb.
Is he still not running as much as you want him to, Dan? Or is he running
I
too
don't know
much?
what that means.
no, I'm actually just breezing through this whole area.
Tim's playing at his play style. How he
Well, you
wants
can
to
still
play.
comment on how I've been playing without.
Disagree,
I
Tim.
can't.
Disagree.
I do
It's
too.
career suicide to comment on that.
Yeah. Won't be touching that one.
Won't be touching that one, says Dan. Are you ready to tell us what your original last name was yet?
I don't even understand that one. Like, I don't get that.
Like
Because you said that your last name was shortened.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I
what
know,
was the
I'm
original
not-
name?
I'm not willing to share that information.
Because you don't want us to find out your creepy ancestors?
My ancestors aren't creepy.
Okay.
Was it Dracul?
At this point, I
was it
just-
Dracul?
At this point, I just don't want to tell you on principle. So that's actually why.
Your ancestors were principals?
Yeah, why not? Sure. They weren't, but we'll go with it. I like the running. Yeah.
It's good to have you back, Ben.
Oh, gosh. it's
You really
so
put
good
the
to be
screws
home.
to everyone, including yourself.
It's a good time. No-
Uh-huh.
No joke.
It's a good time for everybody.
Good time, rock and roll, have fun.
Good
Oh,
time,
man,
rock
that's
and
what
roll, big time, have fun.
I'm gonna go get a rock and roll burger
McDonald's
pizza.
is the place to rock.
Rock and roll
People
McDonald's.
flock there to listen to the rock music.
That's something I haven't had in like forever now, and that's McDonald's.
I know. All day breakfast, baby.
That's true. It's here.
Hey, baby, give me those egg McMuffins.
I really miss the Mighty Wings that they had. They weren't great.
Those were disgusting.
They weren't great.
You're the only person who's ever said this.
But sometimes I really like chicken wings. Sometimes I want a good
I really
quick,
like chicken wings too.
I want a good quick wing, and there's no place to like
No.
drive through and get a wing.
Pizza
and
Hut Wing Street.
Yeah,
Hut
and those
Wing
are
Street?
those
Are those
way
better?
better. They're
They're
not
fine.
perfect, but they're much better than McDonald's. Okay,
Pizza
those-
Hut drive-thrus are pretty rare. though.
McDonald's wings were expensive and disgusting. There was no way out of that one. Like they didn't even like factor in the price.
Well, maybe
you
they
know?
can come back with like a new formula, or they
Maybe.
can come back around like March time. They can be all like mint flavored or something.
Mint flavored.
mint flavored. Mint flavored wings.
You
He's
never had mint
serious.
wings?
No,
Dan,
I have
look
not.
at my eyes. I'm dead serious right now.
I believe you.
Cover your wings in
I'm
mint.
being McSerious.
I'm a huge fan of mint, and I'm a huge fan of wings, and I would never put those two things together.
Well, you never brush your teeth and then immediately like take the toothbrush out of your mouth and then shove a chicken wing in there?
I've never done that. I can honestly say that
It
I've
tastes
never done
good.
that.
You're telling me you've never poured or squeezed toothpaste onto a barbecue chicken wing? And
No,
then
you
brush your
don't do
teeth
it
with
that way.
I have never done that.
You bake the wings, and then you squirt the toothpaste into a little bucket, and then you just shake them around in it, and it gets it evenly coated.
Never, Dan. You've never done that?
Can honestly say I've never combined toothpaste and wings.
What do you do at home?
Well, I don't combine toothpaste and wings. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's something.
Tack, I would like some advice.
I don't have any for you.
Well,
My
how,
advice is to get through the zone of the boss. That's what I told you.
Oh,
how did
cool.
you get through this zone the 1,900 times you've played this game?
He's just withholding information.
I used a chicken wing.
Hang on, no, Tim. Let's hear this. man out.
Everyone tells. You know what? People like the amount of information that you give me. I
know
like
they
the
do.
amount of information you give me.
I'm pro information.
Right. So the guidance is this is the zone you're supposed to be in, and you're supposed to make your way through the zone of the boss.
I could tell him
Cool,
that.
thanks, Dan.
You're the master, Dan.
No problem.
Cool. I'm glad. Thanks for the help.
That's all the advice I have for you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is it because you don't remember this area?
Yes, I don't know anything about
All right. You don't know anything about it. I don't really believe you, but that's fine. Maybe I won't end up in the same area I've ended up in 3 times. That dead end.
Yeah, you seem to
Yeah.
know that Patch Adams was going to jump down. So
it.
it
Well,
all
everyone
seems
remembers Patches. He's been in every Souls game.
good. Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
it like the same model?
Damn.
No, the model has changed, but the character, sort of treacherous character, has stayed the same.
Why is he called Patches?
Because that's his name.
In the game, his name is Patches.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I would have gotten that information out of him if
If he didn't get knocked off, yes.
the cliff.
You probably would have. And in fact, you meet him in the second game, Tim. You've definitely met him. He puts you through that gate near the beginning.
Yeah.
He's like, go through that gate.
totally unmemorable.
Okay. Fair
In
enough.
my opinion, I mean, like I guess I literally forgot him. So it's
Have you already fought Omicron and Bernstein?
Yeah, Omicron and Bernstein are dead.
Okay.
Tim beat him on the second try. It was
Is
really
that
nice.
true?
third.
Yeah.
Third try technically.
And Dan, you were really hyping them up as like the scariest things.
I was very
That-
powerful.
I was not hyping them up. I was saying that they are strong. They are largely considered to be the most difficult Souls encounter.
Well, that's what I mean by hyping it up.
That's not hype.
That's kind of
That's like an objective statement.
It's fear hype.
well, largely.
So remember how you got to Patches, right? Remember seeing Patches?
Yeah.
So you want to go to him and then go left, okay? That's where the bonfire is.
Go left from Patches. All right,
From where you
I'll
saw me.
try that out.
Okay?
Hmm.
Thank you.
These skeletons
problem.
look great. Right out of Kingsfield.
Second. So it's this
These
way.
are totally Kingsfield skeletons, aren't they? They haven't
Yeah,
changed.
They really haven't.
That's one thing that From has not changed, the Kingsfield skeleton.
It's like they're slime.
I
bet.
actually think, and someone can correct me on this if I'm wrong, and I'm sure they will, that Seath the Scaleless was actually like his first incarnation was in one of the Kingsfield games. I think you kill him for the Moonlight Greatsword, actually, or something like that.
Kingsfield Games had the Moonlight Greatsword.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. So that's probably like the biggest through line of.
It's been in a lot of From games,
Yeah.
even like the weird, like, not Dark Souls games.
Is it like
mech stuff?
Armor Core?
I think it has been in the mech games, yeah.
Oh,
that's
that's
great.
awesome. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I
It's
do
a
too.
really cool thing, which is why I was so surprised to see it gone in Bloodborne.
I think Sony put a line in the sand like, don't do it.
You think I actually don't think they could ever.
We're gonna
Namco
be
Bandai is
different.
like, that's ours.
Right.
Stay away from it. We're gonna start
I
some
wonder if
Moonlight
that conversation
Greatsword
ever happened.
Pachinko machines.
Oh my god! Don't even start. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the whole like Pachinko,
I know it's
Machine
just an easy.
culture.
It's an easy joke.
but when we start talking about slashy Souls and mobile Dark Souls, I cringe a little bit.
I mean, you say you have nothing against Pachinko culture. You remember what it's like to walk through one of those places and how depressing it is, right?
Oh, it's not
It's-
so much depressing. It's just deafening.
It's so loud in Japan.
it's a culture different than our own.
But look, you can see like the dead look in people's eyes.
It's
just
like a casino.
It's exactly like
any
a
casino.
Yeah. You walk around in Vegas and you want
Yes,
to
but
jump off a cliff.
walking through a
I mean-
casino at like the afternoon is just is a depressing thing.
Right.
And then there's like the just thick fog gate of cigarette smoke as you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but in some ways, isn't that inevitable for games to go that direction?
cigarette
Because
smoke and depression.
a lot of casino psychology is looped into a lot of games, from like Diablo style looting.
Of course.
I mean, that's all like the same kind of get chimes in your head associated with
Well, of course.
prizes and stuff
Look
like
at Jeff
that.
Cork playing Tap Titans
It's-
for
Oh my gosh, that's
nonstop.
that's a compulsive disorder.
I gotta
is what
say,
that
it's,
is.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little defensive about it too. I was like,
Yeah.
we've been watching some like Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars during lunch, and I don't know how much of it he's actually watched. He's constantly tapping that thing.
He's tapping it throughout some of our AFI podcast recordings.
Don't
Is
get
he
me wrong,
really?
Yes, he really
I like
is.
Tap Titans, okay, but I don't understand the whole play it 24 hours a day thing.
It's sick. It's downright sick. Even C-3PO is really depressed by casinos. We talked about that when I met Anthony Daniels in
Anthony
Las
Daniels.
Vegas.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Yeah, we took a hot picture
you talked
together.
about casinos.
Yes, he talked about how depressed everybody looked and how sad it was. And then he said something very confusing where he's like, well, I guess I'm partly to blame because... he goes,
Wait a minute. Is that how he said it exactly?
yeah, he goes, I guess I'm partly to blame because I teach classes about game theory and addiction at Carnegie Mellon.
I didn't
Does
know,
he?
I didn't know
I
he was
guess
a
that's what he
professor.
said.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I had no idea.
I did not know that.
It was
That's
like
awesome.
a guest lecture. I don't know what he was talking about.
I have no idea what. Is that his real thing? Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
He said something like that. I didn't understand what he was talking about. But,
All right, 3PO.
So the story is, I was eating breakfast with Reiner, and then he walked by, and Reiner's like, I think that's Anthony Daniels. And so then I left my breakfast to get cold and ran out there and talked to him. And he immediately like sat me down. He's like, have a seat, have a seat. And we're sitting in the casino floor in Vegas. And
Did
then
he say I am C-3PO human cyborg relations before?
he did, yes, absolutely. And then he shook my little hand.
That's awesome.
That's great.
And then we talked for like 10 minutes. It was great.
That is amazing.
He was recording his episode
so
7
impressed right now.
dialogue the next day.
His what?
His episode 7 dialogue.
Oh, interesting.
I thought it
Whoa,
was very interesting.
That's a huge spoiler right there, man. That's not cool.
Oh, that C-3PO talks in it?
Actually, I didn't. I guess I should have put that together.
Sit at the fire town.
That's awesome. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Holy God.
Wait.
It doesn't checkpoint if you don't sit.
Right. And you just forgot.
And you might want to Kindle it too, just for kicks, because I mean, we're here. We have tons of humanity. I mean, why
I don't
not?
have
We're
time
here.
to read a book.
We're hollow.
We are.
Okay.
Let me just use a double.
Yeah.
Pop a doubler.
Papa Doubler.
Click.
Click.
Okay. But whatever.
I am so.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
To be fair, I wrote down the word click, and then we had that between us.
Timestamp. Yeah.
it's one of your favorite movies,
Secret
right?
message. This is all scripted.
This is the most unscripted thing we've ever done.
Believe nothing, question everything.
Right. We're flying off the script, Dan.
All right.
And we're going off road.
That's fine. 10's enough.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We can
But
kindle
remember,
it
we
again
can go to
if
15 now.
if we want to. Is that it?
That's the bonfire, yeah.
You can't jump down anymore?
Yeah.
You,
looks
you
like
wanted you wanted a little piece of little tip. There you go.
It helps.
So now we've got a bonfire here. I know it helps. I'm not trying to be an antagonist here. I'm just saying this is the zone.
Dantagonist.
Dantagonist. Dantagonist, yeah.
Thanks.
And that's good. I like that.
It seems like you're supposed to end up down there,
Yeah. It does seem that way, doesn't it?
but look at that.
Oh, this puppy's got to go.
Yep. I think I saw something like that in Undertale.
Hang on. Can we listen to him?
Now imagine you enter getting in this area and you don't have a
All
light
right,
source.
let's listen.
Is he coughing or barking?
One of the classic Dark Souls gifts is like when you walk in this area and you don't have your lantern equipped, you just walk up and you hear it, and then you put the lantern up and you're like, oh
man.
gosh.
That's great.
Holy shit!
Oh, look at that. That's
wow!
good thing we got that bonfire. Hey,
Big dog's got to eat.
Indeed.
Big dog. Yeah, that's good, Hansen. I like it.
Thanks. That's what my college roommate used to say all the time for every situation.
Really?
It always made me laugh.
What was his name?
KC.
What's his address?
His last name started with a D.
That's not what I asked.
I don't know
Man,
where he
Hansen's
lives.
holding out again.
I haven't seen him for a long time.
Doesn't want to talk about his personal life. We're going to figure it out.
Can I attack him?
If you want, yeah. It's your call.
F you, Patches.
This is. Can you?
See ya.
That's the way it is. I can fly.
I can fly. I can fly.
I'm pretty fly for a bad guy. Stupid
Yeah.
dumb thing.
Hi, puppy. Is it a dog skeleton or is
I
it a
think it's
human
a
skeleton
man.
that bent over?
I don't know, but that dog can hunt.
Breakdancing pelvis. Hey,
What kind of pelvis is that, though, specifically?
A
It's going off into the night. Goodbye, pelvis.
come back. Hey, hi.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye, cruel world. I'm. See you later.
The
hand
pelvis is leaving Las Vegas.
Oh,
whoa, whoa.
Leaving Las Vegas. What do you think of that movie, Hansen?
I've never seen Leaving Las
Are you
Vegas.
really
No.
interesting? All
I
right.
always got it confused before I saw Raising Arizona
Yep.
with Raising Arizona. 'Cause
Yep.
It's like, something in the Southwest
Same
with
here.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I
And
don't. They're having seen both. There's really no.
I really love Leaving Las Vegas. Jesus H, these guys are insane.
Definitely a different role for Cage.
Oh, goodbye. Different role for me. I'm out of here. Okay, well.
I don't even know how that happened.
Do we have to go back down there now to get that?
No, he received those items.
You guys, I'm just going to play this zone with my eyes shut.
Okay,
Okay.
Great.
I'm down with that. That didn't work out so well.
Tim, you beat the game. There's credits on the screen. Open your eyes.
Oh, cast light. Oh, here's the cast light. Ancient sorcery.
Oh, we have the lanterns.
Starring.
Starring an ancient evil that
An
awoken.
ancient evil.
Some bird that Dan won't explain.
Oh, now you're aggro.
Some bird. What?
There's a crow in the beginning.
Aggro.
We talked quite a bit about the crow in the cover story and here actually.
I know. I want more crow talk. I want to slit your tongue down the middle and make you talk about a crow. Do you know that stuff? You know that story?
No, I
Like
don't.
that's how you make.
What are you talking
That's how you
about?
make crows like talk like a parrot. Is you have to like cut their tongue in half, like down the length.
Everybody knows
I
that.
mean, that's a well-known fact, right?
Dan, you ready for a surprise?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Look at my tongue right now.
Oh, it's a tiny
It's
crow.
It's cut down the middle. He's a crow.
Bugga.
Hey, cool.
I killed that guy. He seemed right to kill.
It's okay.
You feel okay about me killing him?
He's not a nice guy.
Are there patch defenders in the Dark Souls community?
Everyone likes him as a character because he's a treacherous little jerk, but
So, what's the earliest time he shows up?
I don't know.
Is that Dark Souls 2?
No.
Like a day one patch?
No.
Oh, look out!
Oh, freestyle skeleton!
I mean, he's in Bloodborne too. He's just a spider.
Well, how do you know it's him then? Did you just say anything's him at that
it's
point?
him. It's him.
That's weird.
What do you mean? How's that work?
I just know, Hansen. I just know.
He looked into the spider's eyes.
Yeah,
and he
I-
recognized your friend.
It's weird.
I understand.
You just know.
You do, actually. I wish I had a better explanation for you.
You can
Me
feel
too.
it. You can.
Giant dead
He
archers.
should really aim down.
Oh, you got him.
Got him where you want him, and now you're gonna eat him.
Hey, a pro tip from a friend there.
I don't know.
Don't do it.
You hear that sound? Hey, quiet. Shh.
Oh, I hear it. Sounds like Hansen taking a leak.
Someone's exerting.
Sounds
He's
like
got some
me
prostate
taking
problems.
A leak. Yeah, it's
You
a lot
know, prostate problems is like the Dark Souls of life. You're gonna want to like really get on top of that.
Yeah, it's good to get those checked.
It's a lot of dog style panting in the bathroom.
Dog style.
Yeah, dog style. You know, panting.
I believe they were fornicating dog style.
Oh, gee.
We heard the panting. Getting freaky with a prostate as well, sir.
Backwards female cowboy. Anyway,
This is a family show, guys.
I'm not saying dirty things.
People have sex, Dan. Grow up and have sex.
Okay.
have sex.
Thanks for the tip, man.
Makes
Just
sense.
anyway.
I like that I infected you with that makes sense cadence, Tim. Where
Yeah,
it's
the-
John Wayne from the movie Hitari, where there's a woman being hysterical, and I think he slaps her, and then he goes, "Makes sense."
It's a good one-liner.
Yeah, if you got to be John Wayne, definitely.
That's
be
what I
John
do
Wayne
if I
from
ever get in an
Hitari.
argument with my girlfriend. I just stop halfway through. I don't slap her, but I will just stop and then just blink once, wait a beat, and say "make sense." And oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Dark Souls makes sense.
Dark Souls does make sense.
Well, I can tell from the way that pelvis
Wait,
is moving.
what doesn't make sense? Oh, you're talking about, like, the physics?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right.
It's not important.
Okay.
These puppy dogs gotta go home. Back to
The
the
dog
crate.
can hunt.
Hey, that dog can hunt.
Hey, go homeward, bone.
I didn't like in Mission Impossible 5 when Alec Baldwin's character says that Ethan can hunt.
I have not seen that.
I haven't either.
It wasn't a good part of that movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new Mission Impossible.
I haven't either. It's really driving me nuts. I love Mission Impossible. It's just one of those that I never quite got around to. And driving to a theater is a pain in the ass.
Man, I was really worried about that franchise after 2. And they really turned
Right.
it around.
Oh,
2 was,
my
2 was
gosh.
hot garbage. Even though it had a Metallica song.
well,
That's
not everything
plus.
with the Metallica song is good.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of hot garbage, there was news recently that Terminator, apparently they're not going to make the sequels Genesis. They're just
Good.
stopping that.
Good.
nip it in the
Good.
bud.
Cut the,
And also, I learned in this article that apparently the full rights to Terminator revert back to James Cameron in the year 2019.
Really?
Yeah. And
That's
so,
really weird.
It was just a weird clause.
So I think all that means is that the Terminator is going to appear in the next Avatar movie, probably.
I can see it happening.
Right. It's just
That would be awesome.
The
That-
ultimate crossover.
Yeah.
That is something that could get me excited about that. And
then
it's
You're not
not
excited for Avatar 2?
I didn't like Avatar.
Oh, I love Avatar.
but I was at the very
Sincerely.
front, very leftmost seat of the theater in 3D. So
No, that's the way James Cameron recommended
is
it.
it? Well, they shouldn't sell seats. If you can't, if 3D is really that important of a movie, they shouldn't sell those seats that
Right.
like you can't even get like
Sure.
halfway full of an experience. It's garbage.
Yeah, we need to
Gravity, in my opinion, is the best 3D movie that's been released.
You know what is genuinely the best 3D movie that's ever been released?
Gravity.
Not joking. I feel like we talked about this.
This is gonna be
Not
the most,
joking.
This is gonna be the most Ben Hanson
It is.
answer.
It's- I'm
it's
waiting for it.
Jackass 3D.
Oh, I knew it.
It takes the most advantage of the 3D in the most entertaining way.
Well, because they're constantly playing with
exactly.
it, right? Yeah.
It's great. It's the best 3D experience I've ever had in a theater.
So it's just like someone just wiggling their penis around, basically, and then
There is a shot where it's like the focus is really tight, like really close up, and you can't see what's happening, but something's flying towards you, and then it comes into focus in 3D, like over the crowd, and it's just a giant dildo that they
Oh, okay.
shot in super, super slow motion. It's like waggling.
That's pretty funny, actually.
It is very funny. Have you not seen Jackass 3D?
No, those
No, I
movies
only
make-
watch the good movies by those guys, like the Grandpa movie.
Is it good?
There's
is it
a-
funny?
There's a couple funny moments.
I enjoyed it.
More than the Jackass
I
movies?
probably should admit to that. Oh, yeah, I think so, actually. Because it had a unifying theme, maybe that was it.
A
Instead of
storyline?
just being like, thing after thing of people getting hit in the balls.
It's normally a little bit more clever than that.
I understand. You know what I'm getting at, but yeah.
I think those movies are absolutely hilarious. And I'm surprised, like, they kick so much ass in the box office. I'm amazed there's not more weird novelty movies in that vein where
Like
it's like not a
Borat?
storyline. No, not even storyline, just like entertaining clips. Here you
Yeah.
go. 2 hours of entertaining clips. Like, I feel like that format would kick ass in today's internet culture.
You gonna try to look the other way?
I was
Before coming
thinking.
down here? That's a good idea.
I don't know. It's like the other way was open. I didn't need a lantern yet. Might be a bonfire.
Might be nothing.
It might be nothing.
I see a lot of people commenting about your fat roll and how they don't want you to have the fat
doesn't
roll.
I
have a
don't.
fat roll.
I think I have just above a fat roll.
He has a heavy roll. He doesn't have a fat roll.
I've been making do with the
Like
heavy
the fat roll, you should see the fat roll, Hansen. It's like you thud. You don't
Yeah.
even move.
You gotta watch out for my body rolls.
Yeah, I've seen the fat roll. I've seen myself sit down sometimes. Sometimes I look at myself when I sit down. Do you ever have that thing where you're sitting on a chair and you look down at your shirt and there's like a fold in it and you think, God, I hope that's just the shirt and not like my stomach. And then you touch it and you realize that it is your stomach
Yeah.
and then you go, God damn it.
Absolutely.
It happens to me probably once a week.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
How else? How are other things
Like what?
with your shirts? Like shirt related.
Sometimes I think that I have a new shirt or I consider a shirt new and then I'll see a picture from like 4 years ago and I'm wearing that shirt and then I have to
Look out for the.
Oh
No, the targeting!
You followed your lover.
It was the targeting.
You locked on.
Yeah, that
did
was
lock on.
I won't do that again over there. Jesus.
Actually, a lot of people get killed there, which is why, despite my best judgment, I screamed at you. That stupid guy from the side causes a lot of problems and is like a
Knocks people off.
common kill play. Yeah, he'll just kick you right off.
Damn.
Other than that, good run there.
Thanks. Yeah, I gave it a shot. I know where to go, I think.
Yeah, I think you do too.
He's dead. Goodbye. I just don't like those dog things. I want to run past.
Yeah, the skeleton dogs are rough customers, man. They hit really hard.
Absolutely.
I mean, like we said, that dog can hunt, right?
That's right. I think that's exactly what he said.
Are you still bringing up that attack the weak spots for massive damage?
Yeah, we haven't done it in a couple
I've
episodes.
kept it out in a couple episodes. I know
Oh,
people love
no.
it, but I think every episode is a little overplaying it. So.
Right.
So now we just talk about how we have.
And now you ruined it, Hansen, because when we got to the Gravelord, I was going to bring it up then, and now I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you can still do it. We'll laugh.
Hanson, you monster.
So. Yeah, come on, Hansen.
I like that Saturday that we all came in here and recorded the first 5 episodes.
Did you?
I did.
I enjoyed the episodes. I think that was like one of the worst recording sessions we had, though.
Well, because you were grumpy and you really wanted to watch Ti.
You really wanted to watch the
I
international.
did want to watch that, yes.
It came
Yeah.
through, and your passion is admirable. It seemed like your head was in a different place.
It was the
but
finals, man.
You did a good job with that in mind.
You did a good thing, Dan. You're a good man.
Thank you, Ben.
You're John Goodman's son.
I am.
You're a giant dad.
So how about that movie, The Gambler?
I haven't seen it, but it's the
Is that a
director.
new John Goodman movie?
John Goodman's in it. Yes.
Oh,
It's the
is
same
it
That's why I
director.
brought it up.
Same director as Rise of the Planet of the
I don't
Apes.
know. Let's check in.
John Goodman plays a small but important role, so he's got some pretty nice dialogue in there.
I was interested. The reviews weren't great. I thought the trailers made it look cool.
No, it's definitely a film that I can see people going either way on.
Uh-huh.
And even the ones that like it, like me, I would never say like, oh, this is a must see.
Right.
It's more just like, yeah, it was okay.
What's the latest must see you've seen?
Undertale.
No. Come on, movies.
I don't know. What's
film.
What's come out recently?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I feel like it's been dry.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I don't remember the last movie I saw in the theater. Maybe Ant-Man?
I was trying to think
Like
about
it's been
that
dry as far as
well.
must sees go. Anyway,
Right.
sure.
I don't know if it was Terminator for me or something.
I want to see The Martian.
Yeah, are people saying good things about that?
Yeah,
Are people
it's
just
supposed to be really good.
think about man, that movie lining up with the space stuff. Like they couldn't have asked for better timing.
Well, it's an interesting question. And I
boy.
just heard Nick Brecken on Idle Thumbs talking about this very
Okay.
topic, about not saying that the marketing team is reaching out to NASA about that whole thing, but NASA has that info about water on Mars. And I'm trying to think, what is the best time to release it? Like, when there's buzz about this new Ridley Scott, Matt Damon movie, is not a bad time to release it. So I wonder if it was at least a conversation about we should do it the week before Martian comes out.
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah, I
must
mean-
have had that conversation.
I mean,
right?
NASA could do that if they wanted to. They're a private company, right? Like,
What?
aren't they?
The government.
I don't know if that's
The
true.
government.
Who do you think funds NASA?
I think.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Relax, Ben.
Ben is hyperventilating right here. He's
Yeah.
actually gotten up and has started to pant.
Relax.
I've turned into a dog-style pant.
Relax, nerd. But
Yeah, nerds,
I thought
come
that
on.
I had read something about that being like a common misconception that it wasn't like all government.
Really? Maybe there's like private donors in addition, but no, it's a government
You
organization.
know what? I don't have any qualms with someone correcting it. We can look it up after this, but I think that there was a. I thought I heard something about that, but I'm not going to pretend to have complete knowledge about it.
Well, from what I saw in
Excuse
the movie Area 51,
Yeah?
they're totally in on it.
Is Pinwheels again?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's Area 51?
It's a really bad found footage horror film
Oh, okay.
from the maker of Paranormal Activity.
And they talked about the Martian in that movie?
Well, I'm pretty sure The Martian's probably going to be a much better movie.
What are those little babies?
Those are skeleton babies. You have to worry about them. They poison you.
They look like the skeleton birds in Grim Fandango. Are you a Grim Fandango guy, Dan?
I get asked this question a lot.
Really?
What do you think? Do you think I'm a Grid Fandango guy or not?
I don't know. You're a PC guy,
I
and
am.
it was a big PC release back in 1998.
It certainly
so
was.
I assume,
And me and Tim have talked about on this cast old school adventure games quite a bit.
A
yeah.
lot of King's Quest.
We talked about King's Quest, yes.
Sure.
And I am a fan of King's Quest. So using that knowledge and what else you know about me, and
Well, I probably would have a better idea if I knew your original last name.
that's going to help you determine whether or not I like Grim Fandango. Are you serious?
Oh, God.
Why can't you just say if you like Grim Fandango?
I can. I want Ben to. I'm going to tell you, but I want Ben to
Oh.
guess first.
I'm guessing you
Based
like
on these
it, Dan
factors.
Tack.
Okay, you've guessed incorrectly. I'm not a fan.
All right, I'll see myself out.
Goodbye.
I just wanted to guess first. That's all. I have no problem, divulging that information.
It seemed
What
like
a-
you had
what
a
a
huge
saint.
problem with it. But
What a generous soul,
it's
Dan
okay.
Tack.
I have no problem putting that information out there.
Yeah.
God, you two are just two peas in a pod.
Are you going to ask me to cut this out later? Because you
No.
don't want this hot info getting
No,
out
it's
there?
totally cool. My stance on that is okay to have
Uh-huh.
in the public space.
Sure. What are these guys up to, Dan?
These are pinwheel necromancers.
Clones with father masks on. Pinwheel doppelgangers. What the hell is
Oh,
this
jeez,
area?
what a scary bunch of goons.
Knock them off that ledge.
I would like to. Bye.
See ya, buddy. Go meet your skeleton babies in hell. It's where all babies belong.
That's actually
says
what you'd
Dan
be
Tack.
shouting if you were here. What? Wait, what'd I do?
I know your stance on
There's
babies.
a thing on there. What? My stance on babies?
No, are you
Excuse
pro
me?
baby or anti baby?
Pro baby or
Do
anti
you
baby?
do you want kids?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe baby. Ask of the mother.
Yeah.
Oh, line them up, dead babies. Let's go. The Dark Souls.
I think we know
Dark
Tim's
Souls
stance.
3.
Yeah, we definitely know Tim's stance.
Dark Souls 3. Line them up, dead babies. I'm ready to go edition.
Oof.
What's going on down here? It's water.
Okay.
You know, at some point we were all dead babies, technically.
And we were all skeletons, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that noise. Let's play that game instead.
Yeah.
Yoshi's Island?
Yeah.
I would love to. We should do a super replay of Yoshi's Island.
I'm holding on to hope for a
How long do you think a
bonfire.
super replay of Yoshi's Island would take?
We literally did a super replay of Yoshi's Island.
I
I think
hate you.
I think it took 6 episodes,
Okay.
but it was great. I enjoyed it.
Tim, leave them alone.
Leave dead babies
Yeah,
alone.
they don't want to hurt you.
They're looking for their father.
Come here, giant dad.
Dan, how important is a good father figure?
That's certainly that's the purview of some kind of scientist, not a video game critic.
Okay. What about if I phrase it? How important is the role of a big daddy?
In Bioshock?
No, in life.
Really important, Hansen.
Yeah.
You got to have that really ultra masculine figure, otherwise you're screwed.
It helps if they're wearing armor.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're
All
masculine.
right, here we go.
But there's this over here.
Oh my God! Just go through the door.
No, look at.
We're about to see
Hansen,
something
he's trying to make
interesting.
sure you're off the episode before you go through the door.
Look at.
What is this?
Bonfire?
Tim found something. It's a dead body.
If this was Tomb Raider, a boulder would crush me.
If this
Oh
was Tomb
boy,
Raider, you
Tomb
have to
Raider.
slide through that slowly. Actually,
We're talking about Tomb Raider again.
there it comes.
I'm fascinated by Tomb Raider. You should watch
I'm-
our replays of 2
I'm
and 3.
curious. I'm curious about the new one.
But-
Not one.
No, I'm just talking about the old PS1 ones. I think that the
Yeah.
original Tomb Raider games are like the best example of, oh boy, some PS1 games that we thought were good at the time have not aged well. Both, but that one has
Right.
like the double whammy of graphical and well, there's some design, graphic, and control things that just make it age terribly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure I'm ruffling some feathers, but that's my style.
That's
I think-
okay. Ruffle them up, man.
Ruffle 'em and go.
Get ruffled. All right, get roughed.
Mark Ruffalo. I'm gonna get roughed up.
Who is this?
Just
Gravelord Nito.
No, Tim. I'm looking. That guy sitting next to you.
oh, that's Daniel Tack.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're an aggregate of dead bodies.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
I was waiting for you to make that joke. You had to get it in here.
Beelzebub.
Bedazzled bub.
Hello.
Nito is first of the dead.
Is it me you're looking for? What's with the weird polygonal?
It's a,
I don't know if it's intentional.
This game came out last gen.
Gravelord Nito.
That looked like it hurt.
It was not what I was signing up for.
Oh, are those doggies? Oh no,
Doggies.
just rolling skeletons.
Oh, are those dog words?
Dogward sword. You didn't like that one, huh, Hansen?
No, I did. I love it all. What did you guys learn about Jeff Marky 5 on the last episode?
He
not a whole lot.
he gave up in New Londo Ruins.
Oh, okay, that's cool. What did you learn about this boss so far?
It's a giant necromancer monster.
His cape is funky.
It reminds me of Chandra in some ways.
Is
Oh, I
that,
could
is
see
that
that.
your ex-girlfriend?
You know, he does remind me of several ex-girlfriends.
No.
But, no, not currently. No, but Chandra's the boss of Dark Souls 2.
Oh, okay.
Before Scholar.
This guy seems rough. I can't make sense of what his back looks like. And that's important to me for a good boss battle. I want to understand the boss.
So if you have a weapon that can perma-kill the skeletons, it's helpful, but he'll still keep summoning them.
Jesus
He can actually kill
Christ.
himself with a lot of his moves, so it's not a problem.
Oh, the scream is the cue for the sword.
Gah!
Yeah, maybe the second bonfire would help, but we can kindle that first one.
Yeah,
That was really, really good for your first attempt.
thanks. The game has gotten difficult again. Is basically what's happening. I was just kind of steamrolling through some areas there for a while,
Yeah.
and
So,
now it's getting tough. But I
remember-
wouldn't mind that other bonfire.
Right, so remember where that area is where we fought the 3 skeleton beasts, like in that same spot?
Yeah.
There's like a little ledge on the left.
Okay. So just not that much further past here. Are you talking about like
Remember
the dog
there's
guys?
that one area with 3 dogs, like in one corner.
Yeah, I
It's
think
kinda
that's
painful.
actually in here.
The 3-Dog Knight?
Yeah.
3-dog night. That's
It's
good, Hansen.
dark as night. The 3-dog.
The night is always darkest before the dawn.
before the dog.
The 3-Dog Knight's always darkest before the... I don't know. I can't think of another band.
No,
with
you just
Dawn.
started saying what we just said.
Yeah.
I know, but I was trying to finish it off with Don Henley.
That brightly
maybe?
colored
Is that the
arrow.
joke?
Oh yeah, yeah. The H is O. No, that's the wrong. Don Henley. That's Glenn Fry, I think.
I know, but look, it's not important.
Archer.
Stupid archer.
Oh, he wants.
Anyway,
to
that was
live.
actually a pretty good attempt on the first try. Like,
Thank you. I think I figured out some important things like that scream, and that's when like the weird magic sword comes out.
yeah.
If you want to see where those screams were recorded, you can look at our photo tour From Software.
That's
so they have
right.
the audio booth
We
there.
we actually got to check out the audio booth. We actually got to. Hansen actually went inside.
And screamed.
He did. He did. It was something else.
I stubbed my toe.
So Hansen, tell me, did you enjoy our trip to From Software?
I always enjoy a good trip to Japan. I liked it because it was filled with novelty. And
Okay.
I've gone on a lot of cover story trips.
Yeah.
And so having a weird one, even if it's not great for us coverage-wise, is always interesting. And so the idea of meeting, like, a big personality like Miyazaki is always interesting. The idea that we didn't have our cameras there
Right.
was troubling because they got lost, which has only happened once before. So we didn't have our camera equipment
This
because
has only happened once before.
Air Canada lost them. And so the video interview that we did about like the history of From Software and stuff, that's actually shot on 2 iPhone 6s.
Yeah.
And no one commented. You can't.
How does that
really
make you
tell.
feel?
Pointless.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like I'm a walking joke.
Emperor's New Clothes situation.
Absolutely.
Oh, the old Emperor's New Clothes, yeah.
Yeah, but overall I enjoyed it because like I'm always a proponent. I feel like in the office of more Japanese games coverage, and I feel like it's always tricky. And everybody else in this office has learned that lesson 1,000 times about how it can be tricky to arrange that.
Right.
Like every time we go out on a limb and we try it, I always really like it. So even though it wasn't the greatest cover story trip ever, I'm glad we did it, and I like having a little bit more insight into Japanese game development. The end.
I also am happy that I died just there.
Yeah, me too.
I wanted. So, are you saying that area is where the bonfire is?
Kill those 3 guys, and then it's like I believe
That
it's
is a
to the
baby
left.
step of a bonfire, but at least it's past those idiots. Those guys
Yeah.
are so rough.
Baby steps to 3 o'clock.
Yeah, everyone.
So what are you? What
everybody
are
loves
some of
Bob,
your
or
favorite?
what is that?
What about Bob?
What about Bob?
What about Bob? That's a great movie.
It is.
It's an
It
amazing
really
movie.
is.
I'm not even joking.
My
I'm
girlfriend
completely
hates
with
Bill
you.
Murray.
I am a huge Bill Murray fan.
It makes certain things about the relationship difficult, like enjoying Bill Murray movies.
Like that Bill Murray tattoo you have on your chest.
Yeah,
He
but
does
it-
have a full chest tat.
but it's like he's also got a neck, so it looks like from the chest down, I am Bill Murray.
That is such a genius tattoo idea.
It's how it goes. And when you hear those stories about Bill Murray, like walking up to people in public,
Right.
and just saying like no one will ever believe you about this.
There
That's
are
just
such
people
great
mistaking
stories.
my chest for Bill Murray.
Oh, that
Right,
explains
right.
so much.
You actually, few people know this, that movie where he was FDR, that was actually you and your chest acting that performance.
Wow,
Thank you.
that is some stuff right there.
Thank you for noticing.
So Hansen, what are a few of your favorite modern Japanese games?
Modern.
So I'm saying you don't have to go back. I'm just saying like the old school Final Fantasies are off the table and stuff
off the
like that.
table. Yeah, I
Super Smash Brothers.
honestly,
Yeah, you
I'll,
can use Nintendo.
I'll go
It's
with
fine.
that. I will go with Nintendo. I think they're absolute masters, and I like that I have a perspective where I'm not nostalgic about Nintendo at all. Like first Nintendo console I owned was like in the year 2000, and it was an N64.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just have
Okay.
zero nostalgia for that stuff, and still I just appreciate their simplicity and just emphasis on pure fun.
Sure.
And so something like Super Mario 3D World, I think, is just an absolute masterpiece. So I'll go with Nintendo.
That's cool.
Predominantly.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan?
Nintendo has sort of fallen out of favor with me over the years. I still think they make amazing games, but since I shifted to PC, I do have a Wii, but I don't have a Wii U.
Yeah.
I thought there was some cool stuff with the Wii, and then like for me, it got played out pretty quick. The gimmicky stuff.
Well, sure, but there's still.
I
ways
know.
to get
Hey,
around that
Nintendo
gimmick.
fans, I love Nintendo. Let's clarify that. I think they're awesome.
No one cares. You
yeah,
should just borrow a Wii U and just like spend a good weekend playing 3D World, playing Splatoon, Bayonetta 2 seems like it'd be your kind of jam.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 is probably my jam.
Yeah, you'd have a great time. I guarantee it.
I'd say Metal Gear Solid 5 for me.
Oh, sure, of course, that.
Right, and I still have to do that. Gosh, it is a nightmare on my games like roster right now. Like, just there's no way I'm gonna catch up by the end of the year.
It's so hard. I've
not
written off Witcher. It's shameful to me that I love Metal Gear so much and that I haven't spent more time with that game. It is a shame. But this weekend, I'm devoting to Undertale, Dan. I'll have you know. I'm going to finish that off on Saturday.
7 to 8 hours playthrough.
You said 6 this morning, you son of a bitch.
It really depends. I can't tell you why, and there are other variables in how long it'll take you after that too. It's
So the twist at the end is there's time distortion?
Jesus. I can't even get it. I can't.
Stop it.
Knowing anything about that game is a spoiler, and I don't take that lightly.
Right.
I'm peeking around for a bonfire.
Yeah, I
right
just
now.
remember it was here, man. Maybe we'd have to do without it. That's literally all I know is that it was right near this area.
That's cool. I'm just looking for it.
Did the Dark Souls fix patch take it out?
Did you try going to the... No, it didn't. Did you try going down the other way from that jump off?
Old glowing bone.
Let me see. Look down in there. Just gonna keep on peeking.
Just like try to find... It's
down there.
like a little alcove.
Yeah, I'll just be thorough. It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
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 So it's after these guys. Maybe not down there.
Yeah, because that's the way we have to go, right? Man, I don't...
That's fine. I'll keep looking. Maybe
No
it'll-
sweat. Looks like there's something maybe down there.
Yeah, I'm seeing something, but it might just be where that ladder leads.
Yeah, I think it is.
I'll take one more pass up here
Yeah.
and see what I see. Because it seems like
maybe that way? Did you go this way?
yeah, I think it looped back around to where I dropped.
And you're
from.
sure there's something else before this boss, Dan?
My memory serves me correct. It's just a bonfire in this area.
Just to be clear, did you say mammary?
I said if my memory serves me correct.
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
thank you for clarifying.
Oh.
So it comes down to, I guess, if we trust my memory.
I heard you had a good memory.
Yeah?
Shattered memories.
Jeez.
Okay, so there's this lonely fellow over there.
I think it was after
name's
those three
Dan.
doggies.
Okay.
So we're going way too far away. I think, or I could be wrong. I don't know. I just remember it was near them. They were
Okay.
like the landmark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll keep. I'm just gonna keep on looking.
yeah,
a
just-
little.
I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
Ooh, I thought that was something.
I'll put money on Dan being insane.
Yeah. It's very possible.
It's fun to soak these areas in a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah, it's true.
Scenic.
We don't usually take time out to look around and explore the
Soak it
scenery.
in,
so,
yeah.
Stop and smell the bones.
Yeah.
I'll look down here real quick.
Gosh, it seems like we're traveling really far from the first point to the boss.
Yeah. Normally the runs aren't this long.
No, they're not normally that long. Now they don't put them right in front of the boss like they do in Dark Souls 2, but there's not. This is like quite a hike.
Yeah. Seems that way.
It is, especially given how tough those enemies are in between, even for someone who's like pretty beefy with this armor and stuff.
Especially that you don't have your hiking shoes on either, because those look really tough to hike in.
The hiking shoes. Would
Maybe it
help.
was like before the ramp. I don't know. Like before that ramp where we saw the three beasts?
Okay, it's like leading up to them.
Maybe.
I'll look.
Yeah,
Which I think.
I mean, I guess we might just have to kindle and go to do the boss without it.
that'll be fine if that ends up being the case, but I'll be thorough.
They like to hide them in this game really well, which is, I guess, something people really love. That they don't do so well in the second game. They kind of just throw them right out in front
Al,
of
it seems like Dark Souls can kind of do no wrong. Didn't Edge recently reveal their
the top 100, yeah.
and it's the number one,
Dark Souls is number 1.
which is like
And don't get me wrong, I am the biggest advocate of this game. And I know all lists are subjective, but that list blew my mind.
Let's
Like, it was really bizarre.
let's run down some games you think that are better than Dark Souls.
I have a quick.
That's not.
I have a quick query.
Yeah.
So there was that bridge with an item on it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe this is pointing towards it. Try down. Is this maybe it?
Try down. It must be.
I mean, do I just trust it?
You try down. Oh. Try down, boy.
Try down.
Try down.
From here?
Try down.
Yeah, a little bit to the right, I'd say.
Yeah, a little bit to the right would have been good. But I don't think there was an... Did we already get an item out of that? Or
I have
what?
no idea.
Whatever, just double kindle this and go to the boss.
Double Kindle.
We're going to spend way more time trying to find this stupid bonfire than we are.
Yeah. By the way, I want to call attention that I completely called that.
Yeah, I know you called it. I
Thank you.
agreed with you.
Thank you.
Note that I did agree with you.
And then Tim looked at both of us, made direct eye contact, shook his head, and then walked off the edge too far to the
I
left.
couldn't see anything.
The important part was that he kept direct eye contact with us the entire time.
Both of you somehow you're sitting. I'm in between you guys, and you're sitting beside
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah,
it's-
your freako chameleon eyes.
Yeah, he looked straight into our souls while he just
please refer to me as Freako Chameleon.
Peter
Eyes.
Pan, right? Yeah.
That's my God-given name. God damn it.
All right.
Kindle.
Yeah, we got a big
Love
bonfire. here.
ebooks.
Nice.
Ah.
15 yummy Sunny D's.
So we got some Sunny Delights, some good sips, and that is episode 23.
Really? We're done already? Okay.
Charge 24.
Episode 24 of Tim and Dan and guest star Ben Hanson play a Dark Souls.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, it was good to have you. We'll have to
Stay.
get you
Stay
on
a
another
while
one.
and listen.
We'll see.
Well, thank you for watching. We will see you next time.